In recent years, the concept of reality shifting has captured the imagination of many. People describe it as moving between parallel universes or alternate dimensions, a journey to a different reality where new experiences await. Many who practice reality shifting describe the experience as entering a different reality where they can explore new environments, roles, and experiences, often framed within the context of metaphysical or multiverse-based theories. But what if reality shifting isn't about traversing multiverses, but rather about harnessing the incredible power of our minds? Today, we will explore a more grounded, scientifically backed interpretation, one that reframes reality shifting as a cognitive and psychological process rooted in attention, perception, and belief. Rather than treating reality shifting as a journey across alternate realities, we propose understanding it as a deeply internal cognitive process. From this perspective, reality shifting is less about moving through physical spaces and more about intentionally reframing one's perception and interpretation of the world. By drawing on principles from cognitive science and psychology, we can explain how shifting one's reality is fundamentally about altering how one experiences and interacts with their current environment. Our internal reality, how we interpret our surroundings, how we focus attention, and how we filter information, plays a crucial role in shaping our experience of the world. Through techniques that harness focused attention, cognitive reframing, and mental visualization, individuals can effectively shift their subjective reality. This psychological approach to reality shifting aligns with well-established concepts such as selective attention, neuroplasticity, and embodied cognition. When we consciously direct our attention, reframe our thoughts, or immerse ourselves in vivid mental imagery, we influence not only our perceptions, but also our emotional and physiological states. These shifts in perception can lead to tangible changes in behavior, mood, and decision-making, creating the experience of living in a new reality. In this exploration, we aim to reframe reality, shifting from a fantastical or metaphysical pursuit to a process rooted in the mechanics of the mind. By shifting attention and interpretation, reality shifting becomes a tool for psychological transformation, a way of reshaping our internal world, and consequently, our experience of the external world. Through this lens, reality shifting is less a mystical practice and more a practical method for altering perception and experience. We will delve into how techniques commonly associated with reality shifting can be understood through cognitive frameworks, offering a more grounded explanation for this phenomenon. The notion that we experience only a fragment of reality due to selective attention is fundamental to how we perceive the world. Selective attention is the brain's way of filtering what information we focus on, much like a camera lens zooms in on one part of a scene while blurring the background. Attention acts as a cognitive gatekeeper, determining what information enters our conscious awareness and thus shapes our subjective experience. Reality shifting in this sense involves deliberate control over where one directs attention, which profoundly affects perception. For instance, focusing on opportunities and positive aspects of life can make those aspects more prominent, creating the perception that one's reality is more favorable. Conversely, if someone consciously shifts attention away from stressful or unwanted elements, the perceptual experience of reality becomes more aligned with the desired mental state. This links to the concept of confirmation bias, where individuals tend to notice information that supports their beliefs and expectations. Cognitive reframing plays a central role in altering one's reality. When people reframe their thoughts about a situation, they alter the meaning they assign to events. This new meaning directly impacts emotions and reactions, shifting one's subjective experience of the world. The practice of cognitive reframing can be likened to the process of reality shifting in the sense that one is not escaping to a new external reality, but rather is altering their interpretation of the current one. By consciously altering thought patterns and expectations, an individual can perceive life events as opportunities for growth, thus fostering resilience and positive emotions. This process can also be understood in terms of expectation management. When you change your expectations about reality, your brain aligns with those expectations. Shifting reality, then, becomes a shift in how you anticipate or frame future experiences. Visualization is a powerful cognitive tool that shapes perception and behavior. Studies have demonstrated that mental imagery can trigger similar brain patterns to those activated during the actual experience. This suggests that vividly imagined experiences can have real psychological and physiological effects. In reality, shifting techniques like the Raven method or pillow method use visualization to immerse the mind in a desired reality. By consistently practicing this kind of imagery, the brain begins to align with the imagined state, which in turn affects mood, decisions, and behaviors. Through visualization, individuals can cultivate a mindset or emotional state that reflects their desired reality, thereby altering their internal experience. This process can also be linked to embodied cognition. As you visualize, your body responds, sometimes reflecting the emotions or physical sensations tied to the imagined scenario. Over time, this embodied experience strengthens the belief that you are shifting into a new reality. Neuroplasticity offers a scientific explanation for how reality shifting can be a lasting process. The brain constantly rewires itself based on experienced thought patterns and behaviors. By focusing on certain thoughts or perceptions consistently, individuals reinforce neural pathways that support those perceptions. For example, if a person repeatedly engages in the mental exercise of imagining a reality where they are more confident, their brain strengthens the pathways associated with self-confidence. Over time, this could lead to noticeable changes in their behavior and perception, making it feel as though they have shifted into a reality where they are indeed more confident. This mechanism underpins many positive affirmations and mindfulness practices aimed at rewiring thought patterns. Reality shifting, viewed through this lens, is essentially the process of using intentional focus and repetition to reshape neural circuits, thereby creating new habitual ways of experiencing reality. This is akin to the idea of self-directed neuroplasticity, changing how one thinks and perceives by directing mental effort towards certain cognitive patterns. The concept of embodied cognition emphasizes the interconnection between mind and body. Shifts in mental focus and perception can create physical changes. For instance, imagining a peaceful environment can trigger a relaxation response in the body, which in turn enhances the sense of peace in the mind. In reality shifting, The interplay between mind and body is crucial. By engaging in techniques that mentally place the individual in a new reality, the body responds by aligning with the mental state. This creates a feedback loop where thoughts influence bodily sensations, which then reinforce the mental experience, making the new reality feel more tangible. This feedback loop is central to many mindfulness and meditation practices, where physical states such as relaxation are used to cultivate desired mental states, and vice versa. Understanding reality shifting as a psychological process rooted in attention, perception, and belief allows us to reinterpret common techniques in a practical cognitive framework. Instead of seeing these methods as mystical or otherworldly, they can be understood as tools for harnessing the mind's natural ability to shift perception, reframe experiences, and rewire thought patterns. Below, we provide a more detailed guide for each technique, explaining how they can be applied to consciously alter one's internal experience of reality. The Raven method, in which one lies in a starfish position and counts to 100 while visualizing a desired reality, can be understood as an exercise in sustained attention and mental focus. This technique combines elements of meditation and visualization to help the mind focus on a single intention or goal, training the brain to filter out distractions and maintain clarity on the desired outcome. Positioning and relaxation. Begin by lying in a comfortable starfish-like position. The purpose of this posture is to ensure physical relaxation, allowing the body to settle while the mind focuses on the task at hand. Counting and mindful focus. Counting to 100 serves as an attentional anchor, similar to breath counting techniques used in meditation. This counting keeps the mind engaged and prevents wandering thoughts. Each count should be deliberate, with the aim of grounding your awareness in the present. Visualization of desired reality. As you count, vividly imagine the details of your desired reality. The key here is consistency and focus. Immerse yourself fully in this visualization, treating it as real and emotionally significant. By repeatedly practicing this focused visualization, the mind is trained to prioritize and reinforce thoughts that align with your goal, creating a mental shift that affects how you perceive your current reality. The Raven method, reframed, is an attention training tool that enhances the brain's ability to focus on positive outcomes, paving the way for more meaningful cognitive shifts. In its original form, scripting involves writing out detailed descriptions of a desired reality. Reinterpreted, this technique mirrors the process of cognitive rehearsal, a well-known psychological strategy where individuals mentally practice specific outcomes or behaviors to prepare for real-life situations. By scripting, you are actively engaging in thought rehearsal, shaping your mind's expectations and priming it to recognize and respond to opportunities that match your written narrative. Writing with intention. Start by writing a vivid and detailed description of the reality you wish to experience. This should include specific elements like the environment, your role, interactions, and emotions. The more sensory rich and emotionally engaging the script, the more effective it will be at conditioning the brain to visualize and internalize this desired reality. Emotional engagement. As you write, focus on how this reality makes you feel. Emotions play a powerful role in memory formation and expectation setting, so allowing yourself to emotionally connect with the script will help reinforce it in your mind. Repetition and reflection. Regularly revisit your script, reading it or adding new details to keep the mental image fresh. Reflect on how your current thoughts and behaviors align or misalign with the version of yourself in the script. This reflection helps create a feedback loop, guiding your real-life decisions toward the fulfillment of your desired reality. Scripting, reframed, becomes a form of mental conditioning, where writing serves as a rehearsal tool for guiding perception and behavior toward achieving a more fulfilling reality. Affirmations, or the repetition of positive statements about one's desired reality, can be understood as self-suggestion, a cognitive technique used to reinforce specific beliefs and thought patterns. Affirmations work by strengthening neural pathways associated with these beliefs, gradually rewiring the brain to adopt new ways of thinking and interpreting the world. Crafting specific affirmations. Choose affirmations that resonate with your desired reality. These statements should be clear, present-focused, and affirmative. For example, I am confident and capable in all that I do, rather than I will be confident. The aim is to speak as though the desired change has already occurred, allowing your mind to absorb, internalize these ideas. Daily repetition. The power of affirmations lies in repetition. By repeating these statements daily, either aloud, mentally, or written down, you reinforce the desired beliefs. Ideally, this should be done in a calm, mindful state, such as first thing in the morning or before bed, when the brain is most receptive. Embodied practice. To deepen the impact, combine affirmations with embodied cognition. For example, while affirming confidence, adjust your posture to one that reflects confidence, or while affirming calmness, engage in slow, deep breathing. This physical alignment with the affirmation reinforces the mind-body connection, making the new reality feel more tangible. Affirmations in this cognitive reframe act as a method of self-directed neuroplasticity, helping you consciously rewire your brain for new habitual thought patterns and emotional responses. Visualization is a cornerstone technique in reality shifting, but in cognitive terms, it serves as a method of perceptual tuning. By vividly imagining a desired scenario, you train your brain to recognize patterns and opportunities that align with that scenario. The brain, unable to fully distinguish between imagined and real experiences, begins to integrate the visualized reality into its cognitive framework, creating vivid mental images. When visualizing, aim for as much sensory detail as possible. What does the environment look like, sound like, smell like? How do you feel in this imagined scenario? The clearer and more emotionally charged the mental image, the more effective the process. Consistency and immersion. Visualization is most effective when practiced regularly. Set aside time each day to immerse yourself in the mental picture of your desired reality. Treat this exercise as a mental rehearsal, where each session strengthens the brain's ability to focus on and pursue this reality. Integration with real-world action. Visualization should be paired with real-world action. After each visualization session, ask yourself, what small steps can I take today that align with the reality I just imagined? This integration ensures that your mental shift translates into tangible behaviors that bring you closer to your goal. Visualization, when reframed as perceptual tuning, becomes a way to prime the brain to seek out and reinforce experiences that match the imagined reality, making the desired shift more likely to manifest. Our exploration of reality, shifting through a psychological lens, reveals that this practice can be far more grounded, practical, and scientifically informed than the popular, unverifiable notion of traversing multiverses. Rather than moving between parallel dimensions, we suggest that reality shifting is better understood as a method of intentional cognitive transformation, a process rooted in well-established psychological principles such as selective attention, cognitive reframing, visualization, and neuroplasticity. By reframing reality shifting as a mental technique for altering perception and experience, we unlock its potential as a powerful tool for personal growth and psychological well-being. The core idea is simple, yet profound. We shape our experience of reality by controlling how we interpret, focus on, and respond to the world around us. When approached with this understanding, reality shifting becomes less mystical and more about harnessing the brain's innate capacities for focus, belief, and adaptation. Selective attention, for instance, enables us to filter out distractions and consciously shift our focus toward elements of our environment that align with our desired reality. This is the cognitive foundation for shaping how we experience the world. Meanwhile, cognitive reframing offers a way to reinterpret challenges and opportunities, allowing us to mentally shift into new perspectives that better serve our emotional and psychological goals. Through visualization, we use the brain's inherent ability to blur the lines between imagined and real experiences, training our minds to expect and pursue new outcomes. And finally, neuroplasticity provides the neurological basis for lasting change, showing us that with consistent mental practice, we can literally rewire our brains to support the new realities we wish to inhabit. Reinterpreting reality, shifting in this way, moves the conversation away from speculative metaphysics and places it firmly in the domain of practical self-improvement. It also makes this practice more accessible and empowering. Anyone with the right mental techniques and consistent practice can shift their experience of reality, whether that means cultivating greater confidence, reducing anxiety, or reorienting toward positive life opportunities. Ultimately, reality shifting, when understood as a psychological technique, becomes a powerful way to influence how we experience and interact with the world. It enables us to take greater control over our mental and emotional lives, fostering resilience, growth, and well-being, rather than being limited to the fantastical notion of moving between alternate universes. This reframed understanding positions reality shifting as a valuable and scientifically grounded tool for shaping one's internal world, leading to profound changes in the external one.